This is a Saturday Morning TVLog from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Welcome to another Saturday Morning TVLog, and this time around it's Road Rovers, brought to us by Warner Brothers. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Doyle, the Big D to you. This is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So this week's Saturday Morning TVLog is Road Rovers, a fun-filled, comical, action-packed TV series in animated form that originally premiered on the WB network in September of 1996 as part of the Kids WB lineup, as the WB network was now in its second year of being on the air. The show follows the adventures of the titular characters, a team of I'm getting tongue-tied. 5 superpowered crime-fighting anthropomorphic dogs known as Kano Sapiens. Now, characters all live with world leaders, including the President of the United States, the British Prime Minister, the Chancellor of Germany, the Swiss President, and the President of Russia. Now, the plot of the story: 1 year prior in Socorro, New Mexico, Professor Shepard was forced to relinquish his experimental transdogmifier technology to General Parvo in exchange for having his kidnapped dog Scout returned to him, but Parvo refused to do so and destroyed his laboratory. 1 year later, as Parvo mutates normal dogs into monsters, Shepard, who miraculously survived the attack, takes measures to stop him. Shepard selects 5 different dogs, and in his new secret underground lab, he uses his new transdogmifier on the 5, turning them into Kano Sapiens. These dogs are the pets of world leaders, and when called into action, they are a team of crime fighters known as the Road Rovers. Now, I've seen this show before, but unfortunately, when it was rerun, because we didn't have the WB network on our satellite or regular TV, just cable, but we didn't have cable where I lived, though. Anyway, I have to say this show is extremely underrated and what have you. I wish this could have done well a little more until later. Well, keep going, but it didn't, unfortunately. The show only lasted for a single season and ended in February of the following year in 1997. However, a year after it was canceled, the series got picked up on Cartoon Network to air in reruns, which made it the second Kids WB show to actually come to Cartoon Network after Freakazoid. Even though they had soon began to rerun, well, the new Batman Adventure series, aside from Batman the Animated Series, which aired on the Fox Network, which of course, new Batman Adventures was of course on WB. But that considers to be the second actual Kids WB show to ever come to the network. But I could be wrong though. But anyway, Cartoon Network is where I actually got to see Road Rovers, and I gotta say, this show is so, wow. It was kind of like a mix of shows I had seen before, like maybe like Jim Henson's Dog City, or with a little bit of a mix of SWAT Cats, the Raccoon Squadron rolled into one, in a way. The show's executive producer was Tom Ruegger, who had recently worked on shows for other studios like Hanna-Barbera and Filmation and others. And of course, Ruegger also had worked on other recent series from Warner Bros., including Tiny Toon Adventures and Animaniacs. Oh yeah, and of course Batman the Animated Series. I can't forget that. Now for our characters, the leader of Road Rovers is Hunter, voiced by Jess Harnell, who recently voiced Wacko on Animaniacs. He later went on to do voices in other shows like Drawn Together, Totally Spies, as well as the titular character of Crash Bandicoot and Ironhide in the first 3 Transformers live action films. Now, he's a goleador from the U.S. and the leader of the team. He's optimistic, funny, devoted, friendly, level-headed, and effective leader. His power is super speed. This allows him to run faster than the speed of sound. And he lives with, can you believe it, President Clinton, the White House? Yeah. But he has a flirtatious relationship with this one, the later episodes, which the latter reciprocates. And that's Colleen, voiced by Tress MacNeille, who recently voiced Dot Warner on Animaniacs, as well as Babs Bunny and several others in Tiny Toon Adventures. She was Gadget in Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, and she did lots of other voice acting. Now, she's a no nonsense rough collie from the UK and the only female member of the group. She is the coordinator of the team, always checking to see if everything is going well without any problems or issues. Colleen is also very athletic, being a skilled martial artist. She resides with the Prime Minister of the UK, John Major, and his wife, Norma Johnson. Next up is Exile, voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson, who actually voiced Goro in the Mortal Kombat live action film, as well as the made for video film Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge. He also recently lent his voice to some other stuff. He also lent his voice to Lilo and Stitch. Well, after this, and he also voiced Bulkhead on Transformers Prime, and also lent his voice to the various works of Seth MacFarlane, like Family Guy, The Cleveland Show, and American Dad. Exile is a Siberian Husky from Russia, and he speaks English with a thick Russian accent, sometimes mixing up words in the process. He is somewhat friendly and easygoing, but often clashes with the next member I'll talk about. Now, Exile is super strong and also has heat, ice, and night vision. He used to work with other Huskies as a sled dog, but now lives with Russian President Boris Yeltsin. His full name is Exilo Mikhailovich Sanhusky. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. My apologies. And of course, well, Exile actually clashes with the next member, Blitz, a Doberman from Germany, voiced by Jeff Bennett, impersonating Arnold Schwarzenegger. He later went on to do work in other cartoons, including Johnny Bravo, the Powerpuff Girls, Gargoyles, Earthworm Jim, which of course that was on the Kids WB at that time, I do believe. Yes, the Lilo and Stitch animated series, the Land Before Time franchise, and Shaolin Showdown. Now, unlike Hunter, Blitz is often selfish, immature, spiteful, faint-hearted, and has an ill temper. He has razor sharp claws and strong jaws, which allow him to bite and cut through almost any substance. Blitz was formerly a guard dog for thieves, but now lives with German Chancellor Helmut Kohl. Now, Blitz attempts to flirt with Colleen several times in other series as well, part of a running gag in which his flirting is met with her pretending not to know who he is. Well, apparently, as with Exile though, Exile and Blitz shared a running gag in which Blitz would make a comment that could be interpreted in various ways, to which Exile would reprimand Blitz for being a weird boy. Yeah, crazy. Now, as for the Colleen bit, this joke with him being flirtatious to her, well, ran until the series' final episode, at which point she finally acknowledges Blitz by name. Then we have Shag, whose vocal effects were done by Frank Welker, a cowardly old English sheepdog from Switzerland who lives with President Arnold Kohler. Unlike the other Rovers, Shag is not fully anthropomorphic, is incapable of speech, and does not wear clothes. However, his dense fur enables him to store various objects for later use. Welker also does the vocal effects for Muzzle, Professor Shepard's Rottweiler, who was previously known as Scout before being kidnapped and experimented on by Parvo and driven insane. As a result, he is often restrained on a cart and only released when the Rovers need him. There's also other voices, including Jim Cummings, who voices General Parvo. He's done numerous voices. Also, there's Joseph Campanella voicing Professor William Shepard. Other voices include Rob Paulsen, another Amix mainstay, Steve Franken, Larry Drake, and even pop superstar Sheena Easton, who would later go on to voice Sasha LaFleur in All Dogs Go to Heaven 2 and the All Dogs Go to Heaven animated series. Anyway, after an overall total of 13 episodes that were produced and aired over the course of its one season, the show had ended. Now, after this had only been seen on Cartoon Network, but only for like a couple of years. But after that, the show has never been seen again, not even on Boomerang. However, in 2015, the show actually got released on DVD for the first time in a complete series set from the Warner Archive. All episodes can be purchased digitally, though, unfortunately, if you can't afford the set, on Prime Video, Google TV, Apple TV, and YouTube. Now, Road Rovers did have a little bit of appearances. A statue of Hunter makes a cameo in the Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries, excuse me, which recently debuted the previous year and was still going on at the time. Also, they made cameo appearances in the Hysteria episode, Big Fat Baby Theater, and the Teen Titans Go episode, Hug Bees. And that's it. Anyway, now, like I said, it's been years since I last seen this show, but I have seen some of Road Rovers before. It's pretty fun and what have you. I do like the show. It's pretty cool. Here, let me give you a look at the actual group. Here's a good look at the whole group. Now, you'll know who they are when you see them. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Now, I also learned from a fun fact from a fellow YouTuber I've been watching, Dr. Action. He recently did a deep dive on this series not so long ago this week, and he also brought up another Road Rovers thing, which was a little some of a toy thing that Hallmark did, but this is no way connected to this series. But now for the complete series set, I will tell you, it might be tough to find, but I'm checking. I think, yeah, you can get it for a pretty decent price. You can get it for maybe 25, maybe about somewhere between 23 to $25 or a little more, because I can see that Walmart's website and Amazon sites are probably the best places you can find the complete series set for a pretty good price. So that's about it. That's about all I can tell you on this show. But Road Rovers is very cool. I do like this, even though I didn't see all of it though, but I have seen a few episodes of it. So what did you think of Road Rovers? Let me know in the comments section below. Have you ever seen this show? Okay, if so, leave me a comment in the comment section below. And I'm sure a lot of you, and I know someone, and I know who it could be, would probably would hope another season would happen. But, well, I'm not trying to be, you know. Anyway, if you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel. Make it grow, make the views grow. Tell all your friends about my channel, give them to know me. Maybe they like to be a part of my Big D Nation, or share my vids with your friends if you like. And join me later tonight for a spoiler-free review of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And also, later in the day, you will get an out-the-year reaction from me on what I thought about this. Well, it's a quick way, that is. So if you liked this, check out my Saturday Morning TVLogs for these other K9 toons. In the upper left-hand corner is the Saturday Morning TVLog I did for a later Kids WB show, and that's What's New Scooby-Doo. The upper right-hand corner is the Saturday Morning TVLog I did on Jim Henson's Dog City, which that's a really funny show. Or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my Saturday Morning TVLog revisited on the show that started off for that famous Great Dane in Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TVLog, then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TVLog is Secret Squirrel. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.